Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Orduna, this is my mom Gina.
He is a journalist.
She's the enthusiast.
I am so enthusiastic because this gives me life. Gossip makes me happy, and now we get to talk about the National Drama Association,
Yes.
and it's full of it.
It is full of it. The NBA, also known as the NBA, National Basketball Association. Barely, exactly. We have been talking about the NBA basically the whole time since the Warriors won the championship last year, all the way now it's playoff time. The playoffs will tip off this weekend, but we're not even talking about the playoffs to start out. We're going to talk about, like Mom just said, some drama, some more drama, as there's been drama the whole time, as I just said.
The whole off-season, the whole beginning of the season, the whole season.
The whole off-season, preseason, in-season, postseason, every season there's drama.
Drama.
So let's talk about this. We've got Russell Westbrook, who has dominated the league really since he came in.
He's awesome.
Out of UCLA, from Los Angeles, has a huge chip on his shoulder. Everyone was on his side when KD left. I was one of those people that supported KD, but I was also in the same boat with Russ, where one of your players, one of your teammates, your better, halves goes on and moves on, and you understand the frustration that Russ has or has had against KD. I also understand KD, and so there's a lot of back and forth. And so anyway, KD is up there with Gold State. He wins his championship. Russ is left to kind of just carry the load. Yes, exactly. And so Russ last year won the MVP, which was awesome. He averaged a triple-double. First player to do that since Oscar Robertson way back in the day. And Russ had the exact same opportunity to do that again this year. Well, there are 2 games left of the season, of the regular season that is, and he was 34 rebounds short of basically bumping up his rebounds from 9.7 to 10.0, basically, to just bump him at the 10-point mark. And a triple-double, for the folks that don't know, is basically averaging double digits in a couple of categories. That's assists, points, rebounds, blocks, steals, something like that.
But
where
three categories where you have double digits of that.
Correct, exactly. And so Russ is going for 2 in a row where he's doing that. And so, again, 34 rebounds short of getting to that 10 mark in the rebound category. And so he gets really close in the second game. Here's the final game of the season, and he's at 16 rebounds left to basically get him to the triple-double mark.
He played Miami on Monday and got 18 rebounds, so he still needed 16 to get to that 34 to get him to that exactly 10.0 margin. Well,
Exactly.
did he get 16 rebounds last night, Adam?
He got more than 16. He got 20 rebounds.
20 rebounds.
20. And the goal was, all he had to do was get 16.
Got 20.
He had 16 in the first half, I believe, is what it was.
Beginning of the third quarter, he had 16 rebounds.
Right. So Russ, a lot of people last year were saying, he was, padding his stats, and his teammates were letting him grab boards,
they wanted him to have the
getting
MVP
extra shots and things like that. And in my eyes, I was like, look, who cares? I'm willing to overlook any of that stuff because I like Russell and I think he deserves anything that's coming his way. Well, he plays hard every single night, so you can't challenge his effort and the energy he puts in.
Or his talent.
Right, exactly. He is a top 5 player in my mind in today's basketball. And so the last 2 games of the season, it's vital for him to really grab these boards. And so, some people would say, hey, whatever, it's not about the stats. Well, I said that last year. This year, it's like, it's clearly about the stats. The last game of the season was against the Memphis Grizzlies, I believe it was.
Yep.
And you can just see the players literally, instead of going up for the board strong like Steven Adams or Paul George or any other player, they're doing the reach back. When you like touch something hot and you like reach your hand back and like do this. That's what the players were doing on this team.
Arms, right?
Yeah, so Russ would go up and grab it and everybody else was like, oh.
Well, no, everybody else but Carmelo, who had the giraffe arms, if giraffes had arms, because he's blocking people away.
Exactly.
So Russ can get the rebound.
Right,
get it,
exactly.
Russ.
Oh,
get it, Russ.
Blocking out air so that way Russ can continue to grab more boards.
Rebound.
Exactly. And so there, Billy Donovan was basically saying, well, Russ is, the best player with the ball in his hand, so we want him to grab every board. And look, just come out and be honest and truthful. Russ was making up stuff like, I was just doing what I do. No, come out and be like, look, we wanted Russell to get average a triple-double. We wanted him to get two years in a row. And that's fine. It's okay. You deserve it. You're that good. And if your teammates are willing to help you and sacrifice their own stats to make sure you get your stats, that's great. So it just was the fact that he was, basically trying to save face, if you will, and be like, no, I was just going for the ball, this, that, and the third. It's like, yes, you were, but your teammates also weren't trying either.
It's like, I agree with you 100%.
So, anyways, yeah.
Like, well, for example, he averages 25.4 points a game. He only had 6 points last night.
Right.
Because he was so focused on getting those 16 rebounds. He ended up with 20. Watch the film.
Yeah.
Google it. Go to NBA.com, whatever. And you will see that his teammates, people who are 7 feet tall, are letting a 6'3" guy get rebounds when he literally jumped up and reached one out of Steven Adams' hand.
Yes, exactly.
And like you said, fine, your teammates want to help you. You're at the end of the season. You need a good night on rebounds so your teammates help you. Cool.
Yeah.
Be a teammate.
Right.
The guy deserves it. He's a beast.
Yeah.
But just don't lie about it, because we can all see. Who you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? Well, my lying eyes told me you guys gave it up and cupcaked for him so he could get it. So you got it.
Well, speaking of 7 foot tall men, Tristan Thompson for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who has been really one of the best, speaking of rebounding forwards in the league for quite some time. He got that contract extension as LeBron was like, I need Tristan. I need that big guy down low to get us extra boards, give you extra possessions. Usually, in return, you get points, and it keeps the ball in your hands and keeps it away from the other team. And so the rebounds in basketball are huge. Dennis Rodman made his money off of being basically the best rebounder in his time with Michael Jordan. And so Tristan Thompson basically got hitched with LeBron James and Kevin Love and all those guys. Well, along with getting hitched, he got hitched to Khloe Kardashian, and we all know.
Are they married?
I believe they're married.
I thought they were just baby mom and daddy. I don't know.
I think they're actually married. And I honestly don't know either.
But I know she married Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom. Yes, exactly.
And that was a disaster. But how about this? They're together.
They're together. Whatever the extension. Yeah, even if they're hitched or not, it's all fake. Anytime you're associated with the Kardashians, it's all fake. And I hate to kind of say it as plain as that, but it's true. Really. So anyways, Tristan Thompson is in the headlines for apparently cheating on Khloe Kardashian as she is in her final days of being pregnant.
Hours.
He's on the road in New York getting caught on camera making out with Lady Blair from Instagram. There's an Instagram model everywhere. Every woman out there.
I think I'm going to do that.
An Insta model. Yeah. Angle in the camera.
Get a ton of makeup on.
Make sure you really suck in.
Weave or wig going and Instagram
glam
myself.
your face up and take a lot of different angles and shots.
I
and
really
now
have
you're
to suck
famous.
in, though. I have to get some good spanks.
Well, I got to keep working on myself, too.
I got to get that
But anyway, apparently it's caused a storm for Tristan and whatever's going on with Khloe. But it has made the NBA headlines because the Cavs are the 4th seed, and we're getting ready to talk about that in the West, the weak East, and they've got to play in this first round. Now, clearly, we know who they play. It really doesn't matter because they're gonna probably win. But they do have the Pacers, and the Pacers kind of have their number. Obviously, that was a regular season, but Tristan Thompson needs to have his head right. It's the playoffs now. You can't be doing other stuff that's going to get you caught up.
Is anybody shocked that an NBA basketball player who's on the road 82 games a year cheated on his wife or his girlfriend? No. Is anybody shocked that a Kardashian who ended up pregnant by another famous person got cheated on? No.
Correct.
Are people wanting to eviscerate Tristan Thompson? Yes, they do. I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why anybody's surprised. Quite frankly, they might even be a real couple.
Right.
She's living in Cleveland where he's based out of, and she's about to give birth and this. But guys, this might have all just been staged to begin with.
Correct.
And he just got busted with his side piece, who could actually be his real girlfriend, and Khloe could be. Who knows?
Right.
Seriously.
It's just ridiculous.
Because there's rumors about how he and Khloe got together when his other girl was pregnant.
Yep.
My grandma used to say, if they'll do it with you, they'll do it to you. So I'm not saying cheat on your pregnant girlfriend. Please don't hear that.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying the fact that the NBA players tend to always get caught up in this drama. James Harden was with a Kardashian. Lamar Odom was with a same Kardashian, by the way.
The same one.
Maybe y'all need to stay away from Khloe. How about that?
Or just the Kardashians in general.
In general. We wish you well on your birth. I hope mom and baby come out through healthy. But this kind of, the National Drama Association.
Yep.
That's what you get.
Exactly.
It's drama.
Let's talk about the playoffs because that's actual basketball.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Let's talk about the seedings and where every team's at. With the West, we've got the #1 Rockets, who solidified that #1 spot quite a few games ago. They're taking on the #8 seed, the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I think the T-Wolves may not have enough to win that series, but they're going to give them everything they've got. Then you got the Warriors, who are at #2. Got to play the #7 San Antonio Spurs. Now, the Spurs have been up and down this year, kind of like the Warriors, but the Spurs have never really been able to keep up with the Warriors, especially when they're full staff. But, hey, it's the Spurs and Greg Popovich. We all know he's a mastermind. So we've also got the #3 Portland Trail Blazers. They're playing the Pelicans. New Orleans really jumped up. They were kind of on the flotation device line there, and then they made it to #6. So New Orleans Pelicans, we'll see what happens there. Then you've got the Thunder, OKC Thunder playing at the #4 spot, playing the #5 Utah Jazz, and that's going to be an interesting matchup as well.
All right, then I'll walk through the East and the weak East, and then we'll kind of go through and make our picks. Well, the #1 Raptors, Toronto Raptors are going to play the #8 Washington Wizards. The #2 Boston Celtics get the Milwaukee Bucks at #7. #3, the Philadelphia 76ers are getting the #6 Miami Heat. Oh, I have so much to say about that, but we have lots to talk about NBA. And the #4, yes, you heard me, 1, 2, 3, 4th place Cavaliers are getting the #5 Indiana Pacers. So that's our matchups, East and West. So do you want to just go do quick predictions and then talk about the ones we actually care about?
Yeah, we are running a little side on time, but let's go ahead. Like I said, for me, I think the Rockets are going to win that first series. I'm still going to pick the Warriors against the Spurs. The Blazers and Pelicans, as long as CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard are playing well, I'm going to go with the Blazers. And then the Thunder and Jazz, as long as the Thunder are playing well, I'm going with the Thunder.
Well, I agree with every single thing you said except the Thunder and Jazz. I'm picking the Utah Jazz. I think they are one of the most dynamic teams right now. So if you go to the East, the Raptors and the Wizards, I don't even want to pick the Wizards because I picked them last year and they just dogged me out. So I'm going with the Raptors because they're playing well. The Celtics and the Bucks. You know, the Celtics have the injury bug and they're without Kyrie, and the Bucks are an actually dangerous team.
They are.
I would really like to call the upset with that, but I think in a 4-game series, I'm going to go with the Celtics. Then you've got the 76ers and the Heat. My heart wants to pull for the Heat, but the 76ers are bad. Bad business right now. So I'm going 76ers. And the Pacers and Cavs, that's a joke. So the Cavaliers are going to go and probably sweep them. Hell, you could spot them a couple of games and still the Cavs would beat them. So
exactly.
I think that, you know, that's right. What do you see on the West?
No, I agree with everything you just said. So I think they're all decent matchups, but at the end of the day, the Sixers are playing well. I actually am going to go with the Bucks over the Celtics. The Cavs.
Oh, you are going to pick the Bucks. Okay.
Yeah, and then the Raptors Wizards. It really doesn't matter, but I'll just go with the Raptors.
Yeah, well, I will tell you because I know we're running out of time. But for me, the most interesting matchup on the West side of it is the Warriors Spurs.
Yeah,
it really is. But you know they are without Kawhi Leonard, and I think even without Steph, hopefully they'll get it together. But to me, the Thunder Jazz, I think that's a really good matchup.
Yeah.
And on the other side of it, the matchup to watch for me is the Heat and the 76ers. I know the Heat don't have a lot of firepower, but they do know how to win. They've got D Wade back. The 76ers are amazing right now. So I think those will be some, I mean, all these playoff games, you're going to actually see real basketball now, folks. You're going to see defense. You're going to see really good plays. You're going to see people shooting the lights out. You're going to see dunks. If we told you don't watch anything before Christmas, watch Christmas Day and quit watching till March. So now I'm telling you, start watching again because you're going to actually get some real basketball.
That's correct.
That's what I think.
All right. Well, we got the playoffs starting this weekend, and we'll see kind of how things go.
We'll be back. We'll check it next week, see who's winning.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you on all of our social media. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you again.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.